If you're an art lover and feel like you've already explored every gallery in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, don't worry. Israel has a lot more to offer. Up north in the far Galilee, the ancient city of Tsfat happens to be one of the busiest art centers in the Holy Land. Artist and painter Sheva Chaya came all the way from Denver, Colorado to open her very own gallery in Tsfat, and she's here with us today to tell us why. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So, let's talk about Aliyah. Why did you decide to make Aliyah, and why did you decide to move to Tsfat specifically?
Well, I decided to make Aliyah because I just felt different in Israel. I felt like the people here have like a light in their eyes, they have a real heart, and the type of life I saw people living, caring a lot, about life, about each other was really inspiring. I wanted more of that. And Tsfat in particular, connected to art, it's a beautiful place, beautiful natural surroundings everywhere. And the avira there, the environment, where there's openness to art with the beautiful nature is just a great combination.
Now tell us a bit about your work. I see some beautiful pieces right here. You don't only paint, you actually make glass as well, correct?
Right. I'm also a glass blower, so I brought a couple pieces to show. I make a lot of pomegranates, the glass pomegranate that I made. There's a glass mezuzah cover.
Yeah, I love that.
The color is drawn on there. And this is an interesting piece. This is a wedding glass. So we know we have a tradition to break a glass at a wedding. So with glass blowing, it always comes up that glass is fragile, can break.
Right.
But the elements of glass are not just that it's fragile, it's also the most malleable material. You put it in the fire and it moves like liquid honey or something, and broken pieces can reassemble into the whole. So I started to make this wedding glass that you break it under the chuppah at the chatuna.
You break it though.
And then I make a special piece to break. But then those broken pieces are sent back to me, and I reintroduce them to a new glass piece, melt them into something new, so it becomes whole again, and make a gift for the bride and groom. So usually I make a mezuzah cover. So the mezuzah cover would have little blue dots on it from the cup that are integrated, and then it's kind of picking up the broken pieces and heading into the wholeness of a new life together.
That's beautiful, and I love that idea. That's, because I would think initially you wouldn't necessarily want somebody to be stepping on the beautiful glass that you're creating, but you're obviously doing something very beautiful with it. So now you also teach students, you have workshops. Tell us about that.
Right, so for over a year I've had apprentice program going on where I have interns who are involved with the glass blowing. I'm teaching them about glass. They get involved in projects that are going on for us. And just the environment with glass blowing, I think with art in general, definitely with glass blowing, community is really, it's a very empowering, very exciting to be involved with each other and help each other and learn from each other. So I've really been trying to, engender that environment, community. And specifically this past year, we had an international symposium of glass blowing right in the gallery in Tsfat, in Tsfat Glass, in my gallery. And we had visiting artists, incredible artists. The maestro Gianni Toso is originally a Venetian glass blower, an amazing, #1 type glass blower. And Jeremy Grant Levine, another amazing glass blower, came. They showed their works, and we invited, the whole country. People from Tel Aviv came, people came from all over the country, glass enthusiasts, art enthusiasts, and coming together around art to see that really high-level, inspired art it's a real experience. It's really nice, and Tsfat's a great environment for it.
Let's talk a little bit more about that inspiration. Your work deals with the Israeli landscape, Jewish people, Torah, and Kabbalah, as you mentioned before, and you get a lot of international attention for that. Why is that?
Well, I think Tsfat is a place where all of the hype around Kabbalah and in the world even now, where it's obvious in the world now people are seeking, they're searching, no matter where they are in the world. There's a lot of people seeking and searching. And Tsfat is actually one of the mystical capitals of the world. This is a place where the Ari HaKadosh lived, facing Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Everyone comes for Lag BaOmer, right to Meron. So just right across the way is Tsfat. And this place is a place where people can kind of, breathe deeply, linshom amok, for a little moment, take a moment to reflect on, the deeper questions, life, meaning, and spirituality, it's not necessarily accessible in our busy lives in general. So I think that, you know, focusing on that realm with the artwork is a really good combination, both for doing it for myself, but also for sharing it with people.
So now if you want to buy your artwork, where can you do that?
We have an online site also. We have the website, which is my name, shevachaya.com, and we also have the gallery in Tsfat. Ideally to come and visit and actually you can see the glass blowing live, which is an amazing thing to see. And whatever's available in the gallery, it's also always fresh and new because we're always making new pieces. So that's part of the fun.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Your artwork is beautiful, and you've kind of convinced me to go and visit Tsfat now, so that may be my next trip.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks.